Welcome to English Podcasts. Relax and enjoy your listening practice.
It was 5:18 p.m. Flight delayed. Destination, Novosibirsk. Reason, technical inspection. Translation, we don't know when we're leaving. The waiting hall was half empty. Cold lights, plastic chairs bolted to the floor, a coffee machine that ate coins and gave nothing back. I sat by the window, laptop open, emails piling up, another deal slipping through my fingers because I wasn't there in person. I checked my watch for the third time in 10 minutes, felt the familiar pressure behind my eyes. Not tiredness, not stress, just emptiness. Like I'd been running towards something for years and forgotten what it was. Then, she sat down beside me. Late 20s. Worn jacket. One strap of her bag broken, held together with a safety pin. She placed a small paper bag on her lap from the cafe downstairs. Inside, a sandwich, half eaten, and a photo. A woman in a hospital bed. Her mother, I guessed. She didn't look at me, just stared at the tarmac, where planes moved like ghosts in the fog. I almost said nothing, almost stayed inside my silence. But then, quietly, she said, "First time flying." I looked at her. "No. You?" She said, "Second. Last time was to get here. Now I'm going back." I asked, "Is your mother sick?" Too direct, but she didn't flinch. "Yes, heart failure. Doctors say 3 months, maybe less." I nodded. Didn't say I'm sorry. Some things are too heavy for polite words. Instead, I asked, "Are you scared?" She thought. Not of flying. Of arriving too late, or too early. If it's too late, I miss saying goodbye. If it's too early, I have to watch it happen. I didn't answer, because suddenly my own problems felt thin, paper deep. I told her I was a businessman, that I flew twice a week. Conferences, negotiations, acquisitions, spent more nights in hotels than in my own bed. She said, "Must be exciting." I laughed. It used to be. Now it's just motion without direction. She turned to me. "Why keep doing it then?" I hesitated. Because if I stop, I'll have to ask myself why I started. She smiled, not mocking, understanding. She said, "My boss says I'm wasting my life serving coffee, says I should study, build a career, chase dreams." And I tell him my dream is sitting by my mom's bed, that feeding her soup is my job now, and it matters more than any title. I looked at the photo again. The woman in the bed had her eyes closed, peaceful. And my throat tightened. Because I hadn't seen my own parents in 8 months. Called, once a month. Short calls. Busy dead, talk later. Later never came. We sat in silence for a while. Not awkward, not forced. Just two people, suspended between places. Then she said, "You know, you can love something so much you forget how to live without it. But sometimes love means stepping away before it takes everything." I didn't answer, but I closed my laptop. When the announcement finally came, boarding for flight SU-142. We both stood. No names exchanged. No numbers. No promises. At the gate, she turned. "Good luck," she said. "You too," I said. Then, after a pause, Tell her you were brave." She nodded, smiled, walked away. I watched her go, then pulled out my phone. First message, cancel the meeting. I won't be attending. Second, book me a train ticket home. Earliest departure. I didn't know what would come next. If I'd quit, if I'd change jobs, if I'd even know how to talk to my parents after all this time. But for the first time in years, I wasn't running towards something invisible. I was moving towards someone real. And as the plane took off without me, I realized some meetings aren't accidents. They're interruptions. On purpose. Because sometimes all it takes is one honest conversation with a stranger in a cold airport an hour and a half before a flight to remember who you used to be before the world told you who you should become.